Good evening, everyone. In previous class, we have discussed about few questions of the this question paper. And today in this class, let's try to solve some more questions. And we are discussing about 3 mark questions that we have discussed about the diagram of electric generator and principle its works. And then after a few biology questions like sexual maturation, diagram of neuron, and we have discussed suggest some approaches towards the conservation of forest. Also we have discussed about what is Robinian law of trades, why it is discarded, right? So next question is 30th question, which is carries 3 marks. Find the equivalent resistance of the resistors 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm, 24 ohm when they are connected in series and as well as parallel. Children, you know that when the resistors are connected in series, so it has a general formula R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 and so on. So it is total resistance Rs is equal to, so R1 plus R2 R3 plus R4 plus R5 and so on. So in the same way we can just simply add this. So 8 4 12, 12 to 24, 24 48 ohm, right? So equivalent resistance in series is 48 ohm, and equivalence resistance in parallel. So children, equivalence resistance in parallel, so we know the formula 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 and so on. Let's try to do this problem. So we know that the equivalence resistance, that is 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm and 24 ohm, right? Sorry, for series we know that Rs is equal to formula, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on, right? So we have 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm and 24 ohm. So 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24, that is equal to 48 ohm. So this is for the series, right? Series, right? The connection in a series, very simple it is, right? So as far as parallel is concerned, so we know that we have a different formula for the parallel. What's the formula? Formula is 1 by Rp, right? Rp per R per P for parallel. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 and so on, right? So this is the formula. So wherein you know that 4 8 and 12, 4 8 12 and 24. So 4 means we need to write 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24, right? Got it. So for that we must take the LCM, right? We must take the LCM of these 4 8 12 and 24. Got it. We have to take the LCM of 4 8 12 and 24. So when we take LCM of it, LCM 4 8 12 24, right? So we can say that 4 1s are 4 2s are 4 3s are, then 4 6 are, right? Next we can say 2, 1 we keep as it is, 2 1s are, then 3 we keep as it is, then 2 3s are, then 3 1s are, right? 3 2 into 4, 3 into 2 into 4. So 3 into 2 into 4, 3 2 is 6, 6 4 is 24. Got it. So 24 is the LCM. So we got a LCM as 24. Got it. After getting the LCM, what you are supposed to do? 4, 8, 12, 24. Now it is. So 4, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. Got it. So 4 6 are right, 6 we did, 8 3 are 12 2 are 24 1s are 6 1s are 6, sorry, 6 1s are 6 plus 3 1s are 3 plus 2 1s are 2 plus 1 1s are 1. So that becomes 6 3 9, 9 to 11 1 12. So it becomes 12 by, so the answer becomes 12 and total LCM will be 24. So 12 ones are 12 twos are. So answer comes as 1 by 2. 1 by RP is equal to 1 by 2. Right. So wherein we need to find out the RP. RP is equal to 1 by 2. We can just reverse it. That is 2 by 1. So you know that in the denominator 1 we don't write. So answer we can say that RP is equal to 2 ohm will be the equivalence resistance in a parallel. Okay. So this way we can discuss it. So I hope you get the answer for this. Next 31st answer question, that is name two energy sources that you would consider to be renewable. Give reasons for your choices. So you know children that renewable resources, there are two sorts of resources in nature. One is the renewable and another one is the non-renewable. Renewable resources, what are the properties of the renewable resources? Renewable resources are the resources which we can able to renew it. Means it cannot get exhausted, right? We can easily renew it. For example, the wind energy, solar energy, okay, geothermal energy. These are all are renewable energies because they are not get exhausted. One more important property of the renewable energy is they are pollution free, right? They won't produce any pollutant to the atmosphere. For example, solar energy. See, with the help of the solar energy, you can use the solar energy for the solar cells, and through that we can harness the electricity, and that electricity we can use for the different purposes, right? For example, windmills. With the help of the wind, we can able to rotate the turbines with the help of the windmills through the wind, and that is also a renewable energy, and it will not produce any exhaust. Wherein non-renewable energies such as coal and petroleum, you know children, the coal and petroleum are the non-renewable energies which will get exhausted. For example, the petrol, diesel, and coal, petroleum, right, that we are obtaining from the earth crust, and after some time, okay, it will get exhausted. Means we cannot replenish in the nature, because as you know that in order to replenish the coal and petroleum as a in the earth crust, as I told you in our classes, we have discussed it that the millions of years ago, due to some natural disasters, the coal and petroleum get embedded in the earth crust, right? And over the long period of time, the living, sorry, after millions of years ago or thousands of years ago, because of some natural disaster, the living things get embedded in the earth crust, and over a period of time they converted into fossil fuels. So that's what we call it as fossils, right? Which is derived from the living organisms. So fossil fuels, so we are using that as a fuels. So after when we, you know, they take very long time to replenish in nature, right? So that's what they are called, not renewable energies. And even these energies are exhaustible, and they are produce the exhaust to the environment, which will in turn which pollutes the environment, especially the vehicle exhaust, which consists of mainly a pollutant called carbon monoxide, which pollutes the environment. Due to that, the environment is get polluted, and it cannot be recycled very easily, right? So here the question is given, name two energy sources that would consider to be a renewable. So it's a general type of question. It's a easy question, you can say that. Name two types of energy sources that you would consider to be a renewable. So renewable energy, one can say that solar energy, and you can write some points regarding that, right? So solar energy, you just write some point, first point wise how you write in the social. So first is the solar energy, second is the wind energy, okay, if you write two, and then you have to explain it a little bit. So solar energy, energy that we get from the sun, we are getting from the sun in the form of heat and light. That energy, with the help of the solar cells, we can convert it in the form of electricity, and that electricity is for the different purposes. Means that electricity will be easily converted into light energy, mechanical energy, heat energy, and different forms of energy we can convert it to one into other form. Likewise, the wind energy also. So wind energy, we know that how wind energy is produced, okay. So wind energy, as we have discussed in our classes, wind energy also produced due to the wind get heated near the earth crust, and heated wind slowly rises up and creating a low pressure area, and that areas get filled with some other cool air. And the same way, due to this reason, the wind flows from place to place. So when the wind flows, so due to that force of the wind, the turbines, so windmills will rotate, and when the windmill rotates, it rotates the turbine and it produces the electricity, and that electricity also can be utilized for different purposes like heat, light, and mechanical energy, and other forms of energy we can easily convert it. So these are called the renewable energies, right? Fine. So next the question is, why methane is called as a clean and efficient fuel, and how it is obtained? Mention the structural formula of the methane. You know that the structural formula of the methane, you know that molecular formula of the methane is called CH4, right? MF, right? MF molecular formula, wherein structural formula SF is, you know that methane is very simple, C H, single bond H, H, and here it is H, right? So it's got a CH4. Molecular formula of a methane is CH4, and structural formula of a methane is CH4, right? So what's the question? Let's try to understand that. So question is, why methane is called a clean and efficient fuel? Because you know that while dealing with the methane, we have discussed in the class that so methane is majorly produced from the cow dung, nothing but gobar gas, right? Gobar gas. But you know that gobar gas plant also we have discussed in that the methane is produced through to the gobar, nothing but cow dung. So this methane is consist of this gas which is produced is consist of 70% of methane gas in that, and which is a clean and efficient fuel. You can use it for the fuel like LPG, so you can use it for heating purposes, right? So why methane is called a clean and efficient fuel? Because it do not produce the exhaust, much exhaust to the environment, okay. How it is obtained? Mention the structural formula of methane. So it is obtained from the gobar glass plant, okay, that we have to mention it little. So children, actually you see here one or two more questions are combined together. So in final exam you will get the questions like this. So actually these all questions we had discussed in our classes, maybe separately, but when you could answer these questions you must think little. Okay, you must think and you must little bit you have to take put an effort that everything what you have studied, what you have remembered, okay, you have to sum up all these 2 3 marks 1 or 2 mark questions together and you have to write the answers. Okay, so very simple here. Why methane is called the clean and efficient fuel? Because it is 70% of the methane is called clean and efficient fuel. Very simple thing. The needed thing you have to write in the science paper, that is, it produces a less exhaust to the environment and more heat, right? So this thing. So how it is obtained? Mention the structural formula of methane. How it is obtained? It is obtained from the gobar gas plant. Okay, if possible, you can write 2 3 points on that. And then the structural formula of methane, you know that just now I told you, that is molecular formula of methane is CH4 and structural formula is a you can say that C along with the 4 single bonds, the hydrogen is attached to it. Okay, methane, it is also hydrocarbon, right? So this is actually, you can say that 1 mark 3 questions, they are sum up together and you can easily answer these questions, right? Next, what will be the action of following substance on a litmus paper? Okay, what will be the action of following system, um, following substances on a litmus? Children, you know that this question is pertaining from the chapter acid, base and salts, right? The second chapter. And you know that dry HCl, what will be the action of following substance on litmus paper? You have to write the exact answer there. So dry HCl, you know that the color will not get changed, right, due to the absence of hydronium ions, right? So dry HCl do not change the color of a litmus paper, right? So first thing. And the second option is moistened, means moistened NH3 gas, right? Moistened NH3 gas. Children, you know that moistured NH3 ammonia, which is ammonium gas, which is a base, and which changes. So the blue litmus to the red litmus to the blue, right? So which is a, because it's a base, right? You know that. And you know that lemon juice, it's an acid, citric acid, right? So due to the acid consist of it, so it converts blue litmus to red litmus. So it's also a very simple question in which you need to write simply with the 3 sentences, so that you can get the 3 mark for this. Okay, so next, fifth main, answer the following questions, that is 4 into 4, which is 16, right? So the question is an object 5 centimeters in height held 25 centimeters away from a converging lens of a focal length 10 centimeter, right? And draw the ray diagram and find the position and size and nature of the image form, right? So that's very important questions, and the question this also we have discussed long time in our regular class. So let's try to do this. Let's try to solve this question. So here an object 5 centimeters in height of the object is given. So how much height of the object h is equal to 5 centimeters, it is given, right? And 25 centimeters away from a converging lens, so it is convex lens. Converging lens means, so you know that image distance we have to take always negative, so u is equal to, I must take minus 25 centimeters, right? So image distance object u, right? Image distance I must take which is comes in a positive, you know that, so v is equal to, I must write a question mark, right? Okay, so v is equal to question mark. So formula I know that. So what is the formula? 1 by, we know that formula 1 by f is equal to 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. This is the formula, but so I need 1 by V, so 1 by V image I needed. Okay, so it becomes 1 by F, 1 by F plus 1 by F plus 1 by U. Got it? 1 by F plus 1 by U. So this is actually, kindly write down. So 1 by V is equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U. So this formula becomes, because we needed U, this we need. Okay, got it? So after that, so how we can solve it? The values are given. We know that 1 by V is equal to 1 by V is equal to, okay, 1 by F plus 1 by U. So 1 by F is how much is given? So 1 by F, so we know that so so 1 by V, we can say that is, it comes as 1 by 10 plus 1 divided by minus 25, correct? So when we solve it further, so it becomes how much? So when we take the LCM and when we solve it, so answer comes as 5 minus 2 divided by 50, right? So 5 minus 2 divided by 50, nothing but 3 by 50, right? Or you can say that 3 by 50 is nothing but how much it is? So 16.67 centimeters. Okay, this comes as 16.67 centimeters. Okay, what is this? This is of V, right? This is V. What V comes as 16.67 centimeters. Got it? And then after solving this, we need to know the magnification. M is equal to V by U. So magnification, know that M is equal to formula V by U, right? Which is nothing but I'm not putting it as a 16.67. So in order to make it calculation easy, I'm just putting it as an option, which is given divided by minus V is minus 25. Just now we found out minus 25, which is given, sorry. So when I solve it, so which comes as minus 50 divided by 3 into 25, okay, which is nothing but M comes as minus 2 divided by 3. Okay, so minus 2 divided by 3, we can say that this image will be real and inverted image, right? Kindly write down. So we can say that the image, write down, image will be real and inverted. Why? It comes in a minus. Okay, so we have to write the sentence like image will be real and inverted at 16.67 centimeters on the other side of the lens, right? On the other side of the lens, and 2/3, right? 2/3 of the size of the object, right? So again, if you find out the magnification, m is equal to, you know that height of the image divided by height of the object, we do h dash divided by h, right? So it comes as h dash divided by h. So I can say that h dash divided by h is equal to minus 2 by 3. Got it? Minus 2 by 3. If you do the cross multiplication, look at here, minus 2 by 3, or I can put the value of h here, right? H is, value of h is 5. So if I put the value of h here, so I can write h by 5 is equal to minus 2 by 3. So if you do the cross multiplication, you can get an answer that 5 2s are 10, right? Minus 10 divided by 3. So which comes as an answer that h dash is equal to minus 3 point, it comes as minus 3.333. okay, we can write for only 2 decimal point. So h dash is equal to minus 3.33 centimeters. Okay, and then children, as far as the ray diagram is concerned, we have to draw the ray diagram also. So I am going to draw the ray diagram. Kindly see to it. So ray diagram, you can draw one lens, convex lens, and this is that principal axis, and this is height of the object. You can say that A, and this is B, and then right one black ray go on, and then this ray is converging at a principal focus F, right, and this is the image A dash, sorry, A dash and E dash, right, and then one more line passes through the principal axis like this, sorry, like this, correct. So here this is, you can say that principal focal S F. okay, so this draw kindly neatly in your notes. So this is the ray diagram of position side and the nature of the image which is formed, right? So dear children, in today's class we have discussed about the 34th question of a 4-mark question. The next 35th question is draw a neat diagram of gobar gas plant, how it is considered as a boon, how it is considered as a boon for the village people. Okay, so this is a very simple question. Gobar gas plant, you know that. So you can draw neatly the gobar glass plant and make sure that so digester and other parts you must carefully draw it. And after drawing the gobar gas plant, how it is considered as a boon for the village people. So this is a general question, that is. So how it is considered as a boon for the village peoples, because the village people um, you know that the village people, without any further cost from their cattle, they get the cow dung. That cow dung is utilized in the preparation of gobar gas through the gobar gas plant, and that gobar gas, which is consist of 70% of methane in it, can be used for heating purpose and other different purposes, right? Even that vehicles also can be run with the help of the methane gas. So for that reason, for the village peoples, it is considered as a boon, means they need not to pay anything extra. Likewise, we have discussed one question also in our class, that is how a cattle raider can minimize the energy crisis. So same way, that is same question it is. So cattle raider, with the help of the cow dung, so he can produce the gobar gas, and he can use it for his energy requirements, so that he can cater the needs, minimize the needs of the energy crisis. Outside energy he can take not much, because the own energy he is going to produce through the help of the gobar gas, the help of the methane gas. He can the energy requirements, his energy requirements will be fulfilled. So from outside the energy, he'll use the energy, but not at that extent, only little less energy he is going to use, right? So it will be in this way, it will be helpful to the village people. So we can say that yes, it is considered as a boon to the village peoples, because through their cattle they get the cow dung. That cow dung is utilized in the preparation of gobar gas, and through that methane gas is produced. That methane gas is utilized for the energy requirements in a day-to-day life activities. This much you have to write. Okay, fine. So next 36 question we are going to discuss in the next class, children. So take care and bye bye.